Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about configuration management tool. We'll try to understand what are the different types of configuration management tool which is available in market as of now and which one is most widely used by all the enterprises. We'll try to understand configuration management tool from interview perspective as well as from your day-to-day activities perspective. Now, what configuration management tool is, as you can see on my screen, configuration management tool is used to manage configuration of multiple servers together. When I say configuration of multiple servers together, it basically means we can execute, say, in simple terms, very simple terms, we can execute, say, multiple commands and multiple servers together by using configuration management tool. For example, in case if I ask you to install a software on, say, one server, it's very much easy. Installation of one server may in order to install one software in say one server, it might need you to execute say one command or might need you to execute 10 commands. One server is pretty much easy, 10 server pretty much easy, but if I talk about hundreds of servers, it's a kind of task. That is where we need configuration management tool, because by means of configuration management tool you can execute multiple commands on multiple servers by a kind of automation methodology which we try to bring in. This is configuration management tool. Configuration management tool is basically used to achieve automation. By means of configuration management tool, we no need to worry about maintaining configuration or orchestration of any server. It is just done by executing some script. Now, a number of different configuration management tools are there in market. Different configuration management tools in market. We do have Puppet, we do have Ansible, we do have SaltStack, we do have Chef, and couple of others which is local to each of the cloud vendor or various domains. Two of the most widely used configuration management tool are Puppet and Ansible. Though Puppet is a very mature tool and was once widely used configuration management tool, but Ansible, because of its easy nature and better architecture, is getting incorporated by organization now in more widely fashion. Now Puppet, it follows. So let's mostly talk about Puppet and Ansible for now. In Puppet, we mostly follow pull-based architecture. It doesn't mean that Puppet does not work on push-based architecture. Puppet works on push-based architecture as well, but the most famous architecture which Puppet comes up with is pull-based architecture, wherein Ansible comes with push-based architecture. Push-based architecture. What is push-based architecture and pull-based architecture? In case of push-based architecture, we do have, like the way we know, when I talk about, say, hundreds of servers and configuration done on hundreds of servers together, certainly I'm talking about a controlling machine and controlled machine. So controlling machine is the one wherein we'll write the scripts, and controlled machine will be those machines wherein those scripts will perform activities. In Puppet, it's a pull-based configuration. If I talk about one as the master node and remaining 100 as the agent node, master agent architecture is followed, wherein we need to have agent installed on all the hundreds of nodes. Wherein in case of Ansible, it's not true. In case of Ansible, we just need to have Ansible software installed on master node, and the connectivity from master node to all the agent nodes or control nodes or host nodes are done over SSH connectivity. So Ansible basically follows SSH connectivity. But let's understand both the things. In case of Puppet, it's master agent architecture. It follows master agent architecture. Here, both here on all agent servers, Puppet agent needs to be installed. In case of Ansible, it's a bit different. In case of Ansible, it does not follow master agent architecture. As I said, it's a push-based architecture. In this case, all agent nodes or all hosted servers or all controlled nodes should not have Ansible agent installed. It's also said as agentless architecture. Here, connectivity happens. Connectivity happens over SSH, which is the secure shell configuration followed by Ansible in order to connect to all its control nodes, all its host nodes. Now, when the connectivity happens over SSH, in order to execute multiple commands to multiple softwares to multiple servers, it's pretty much important that we talk about setting up SSH connection in the first place. Now, in order to set up SSH connections in between hosted servers and master server, we need to have private key generated there on master node, which is shared across all the connected servers. Let's see that in practicals a bit. So I'll create some of the node servers and I'll create a master server there on AWS console, and we'll talk more about that. But that will happen in our next video. Thank you for looking this. Well, in our next video, we'll talk about how SSH connectivity is set, how master gets connected to Ansible, because that is one of the troubling situation which I have seen all students or all practitioner deal with. I'll clarify that in our next video.